one of the biggest causes of problematic behaviour, from that amazing paper by Daniel Mills Group, is pain related, and then talk into some case studies. Would that be fair to say?
Sure. Yes. It's the audience, I'm sure, is very interested in the pain side of aggression. Definitely can dig into that deeper.
Okay.
So kind of just referencing off that noise sensitivity one, the Daniel Mills Group released a paper, I think 4 or 5 years ago, or maybe it was less than that now, but yeah, on how noise sensitivity can play a role. So on the broader topic here, we have to look at dogs that have experiences and develop associations. And so what I mean by that is when a dog experiences some particular stimulus environment, they might associate that with other things. A classic example, I don't know how many invisible fences they have in your area in the UK, but in the States, invisible fence systems to contain the dog behind a invisible fence using a collar that emits a shock when the dog goes near the fence line.
Yeah, we don't have much
so it's a
of that
containment. They have that here in the States, and what they do to train the dog is they set these white flags out. So they have these little white flags all around the perimeter. So the dog sees this perimeter, all these white flags, and the dog starts to learn that when it goes near those flags, that's when the tone starts. And then if they get too close to the flags, that's when they get shocked. So they quickly learn to stay away from this area where the flags are. And you eventually start to remove the flags. And that's how the dogs are trained to that. The issues I see sometimes is that the dog will start to latch onto other things in the environment that are also happening at the same time. Classic one is the postal service or the mailman coming by, and the dog will run to excited. Oh, here comes that mail person again, and they dropping off a package. Okay, goes charging to the fence line, and then beep or shock happens. So, and with enough consistency, because the postal service is coming every day around the same time, they're learning that, they start to learn that, wait a second, every time this postal service person comes by, I'm getting beep or shock. And the beep or shock, once they're paired, they have the same effect. Even though if it's not a shock, that beep can be aversive for the dog because it's been classically conditioned. And so the dog starts to also learn that the postal service person is bad because they predict that beep or the shock. And so these negative associations can happen. Same thing when you see noise sensitivity or dogs that are in pain. The dog might see another dog in the environment or is startled by something, and they quickly tense up. And a dog that's got pain issues, you're going to see often them say, oh, ouch, that hurts. And then, wait a second, it's because I heard that sudden loud noise, and that sudden loud noise happens every day, particular door slams or another dog's in the environment. I barked at the dog and that hurts. And so if you rinse and repeat that enough times, dogs, the one thing dogs are not good at is really understanding the associations well. Saying it's not that dog, it's because I startled, it's because I have a problem between my C2 and C3, or, they're not good at self-diagnosing and understanding necessarily. They will quickly latch on to other things, which can become a problem, because now then what happens is I'll get contact. I don't know, he's developing this sudden aggression towards other dogs, or the mailman, or the children on bike. He never had this before and he's 7 years old. I don't understand.